Hello from Tokyo. I haven't painted for 2 months, so I'm going to get started here. Today I'm going to use metallic colors, and the base will be plain titanium white. And the colors I'll be using will be these here. First, this is bronze, and then there is copper. This is burnt sienna and Vandyke brown and light gold, and these are all Amsterdam colors. And then from Pebeo, I have precious iridescent gold, I think, and iridescent silver. The gold from Pebeo is actually much darker and richer, can you see here, than this one, the Amsterdam light gold. That's the difference. And here is the titanium white that I'm using. It's a mixture of Mart and Amsterdam. You can see it's quite thin. And then the colors are a bit thicker. I always make them a little bit thicker. My pouring medium for the base paint is 70% Clear PVA Glue and 30% water, whereas my colors I put in 10% Floetrol, so 60% PVA Glue and 30% water, 10% Floetrol to make it a little bit thicker, but it's still all very thin consistency. Now it's time to lay down the base paint. Once you make sure there's paint on all the sides, but take any off from underneath, as I'm doing there, pop all the air bubbles with a torch, and then it's time to lay down the colors. I'm just testing out this Pebeo precious iridescent gold, and it's not giving me any lacing, so I'm adding the Amsterdam light gold instead. That works better. So now I'm going to lay on some other colors to try and experiment. See how it's all interacting together. I believe the burnt sienna is semi-transparent and the Vandyke brown I think is semi-opaque, and they have a lot of lacing when you blow it out. So this is what you're seeing here, and the light gold as well. So the Pebeo colors don't seem to do that. I guess maybe they are stronger in pigment. And I'm going to start on the other corner now too. I do love doing the corners. I don't know why, but I just love doing them. So now that I've finished with the corners, I'm planning the flow. And now that I worked that out, I'm going to carry on adding more paint and blowing this out. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. I will come back to you again shortly. From here, I start adding more metallics. This is the bronze, and then after the bronze, I'll add some copper, and then I've decided to put in a bit of that Pebeo iridescent silver. I know it's a cooler color, but I just want to see how that works as well. I'm now adding the silver. And like with the Pebeo gold, it's not lacing either. So that's interesting. And I'm going to torch before I do my first balloon smash. Here we go. Yes, that one turned out very nice. Now you'll see here I pressed far too hard down, so I lose a lot of paint. It just doesn't look like what I wanted it to. So I've added some more white blown that out a bit, and I'll add some more colors. Oh, there's something stuck in there. This actually happened a lot with this painting. I think the white I'd mixed up the day before, but I might have scraped some off the side of the cup, so you have to be really careful, or filter it through if you are reusing any white paint. And here we go. Let's blow this out again. I'm using the straw because I can control it a bit better. And let's see if this is better. Let's see. So the positioning wasn't quite right, so I'm going to add some more colors, blow it out a bit, and try again. Third time lucky, hopefully. And yeah, it looks perfect. It can take a while to get it exactly how you want, and other times you might end up messing it up by doing too much. Now here I have bumped the side. This was supposed to just be all white space and negative space on both sides, and really simple, but I nudged it, which isn't actually a surprise because I usually do something like stick my finger in the painting whilst it's still a bit wet without realizing, or a little fly might dive into the painting, or something tends to happen all the time, so that's okay. You just use it as an opportunity to practice something else. And no, I didn't like that, so I'm adding more of the white base paint and then some of the colors and blowing it out again. And let's have another go with this balloon smash in this corner. So let's see. This time it worked out really well. So now time to focus down at the other end. And if you don't like how the petal isn't split properly, you can always run your finger down, as you just saw there, and then use your straw to blow out the petal shape. So I'm gonna fix the middles a bit, but I'll probably work on that more afterwards. So here's the wet finish. You can see the cooler silver actually does work. It's interesting. And here the lacing is mainly the burnt sienna with the Vandyke brown reacting. Really pretty. The middles worked out quite well there already for that one. I like how everything's blended together. And this is that additional one. It looks really cool. Yeah, I love that petal where it's all split. Really nice. And back to the middle. It's really, that rich gold, precious iridescent gold is very rich. I'm liking that. And yeah, I'm not sure about those lines there. I might have to fix that a bit. But anyway, generally I'm really liking this color combination. It's very, very subdued, but I kind of like that. And this is the bit we just added. I like that bit at the left, that kind of peachy color it created, that bit there. And yeah, this is a nice addition. I'm not sure how it's going to work because I put lots of more paint down, or whether it might dry cracked, but you know, I had to give it a go. So there we go. That's the wet version. So I let it dry and then realized it looks weird without anything there. You know, I don't know why I just left it with one. So I'm going to try an experiment to see if this will work with pouring on top of the dry canvas. You know, with the paint already dried underneath it. I am worried that it's going to crack because there's going to be too much paint. But hey, might as well give it a go, you know, because this was originally supposed to be the one flow of flowers down the middle with white on either side. And I bumped the canvas in nice. So let me experiment here. This is definitely one of those cases where I should have left that flower alone. The first one was fine, but this time I pull away too much paint, see? So, and I don't really like it like that, the chrysanthemum style. I'm not really into that, so I have to paint over it, which adds to my concern of layering too much paint and paint being too thick and it might crack. But anyway, we shall see. You can see I'm just going for it here. But you can see when you blow onto where the canvas is dry, how it doesn't obviously move across smoothly. So you can't get the same kind of petal shape, you know, as if the whole base was wet. By the way, when I said it's a chrysanthemum style, that's just in my head. I thought that kind of balloon smash makes it look like a chrysanthemum flower, but that's not a generic term or anything. It's just me and my thinking. So I think these are looking fine. They will do. We'll see when it dries, but here we go, fixing the middles a little bit. Let's have a closer look at it whilst it's still wet. There it is. Let's go in a bit. Yeah, they look really pretty. You can see what I mean about the petals on the outside. Won't make a real proper petal shape. That middle is gorgeous though, isn't it? I think. Yeah, that looks really cute. We'll see what it looks like when it's all dry. So here is the dried finish. Now I think the colors are gorgeous. I think they work really well together, and it has this sepia old photograph color effect, which I love. The silver works as well, even if it's tonally completely different. I'm really liking the blends of the colors, you know, the little pops of copper and bronze appearing too. I love how subtle that one is there, that little petal with the lines of gold. Really nice. Great lacing there. It's dried well. Up in this corner, it's very rich in color, isn't it? I really love that one on the left-hand corner there. Although this blend, as I mentioned before, that peachy color that was created on the right, really pretty. I love how they blend and you don't know what's going to happen, you know, when you start blowing things out, and then it changes again when you smash it. Really cool. Now let's have a look at this one, the worrying one. So the right hand side was done originally. Really lovely flower, and unfortunately you can see a ridge next to it on the left, which cannot be helped because that was the additional painting done as an afterthought once it was dried, but it still doesn't look so bad, to be honest. And those two additional ones, again, the colors are much darker. Really nice. Look at the middle on that one. Really cool. I don't know why it took so well with the color. Maybe it was actually I have no idea. But anyway, it looks really, really nice. I am happy with that bit. So overall, even if it's not what I wanted to do, it was a good way to see if these colors work together. And yes, I'll be doing this again another time. What did you think about this color combination of browns and metallics? Is it something you would try too? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!